It was a narrow escape, Pradeep said, his expression grave. The rest of the crew has refused to work here until we resolve the issue. I attempted to lighten the mood with a joke. Are you sure you need a detective and not an exorcist? However, my quip fell flat, and the silence that followed was enough to convey the gravity of the situation. Dhruv, stay close, Chadraj Jha instructed. We may need a lawyer's advice. I nodded in obedience as we ventured into the theater. The entire crew was huddled together on the stage, their fear palpable. Chadraj Jha began interviewing them while I took note of their statements. According to the crew, the strange occurrences had begun a month ago, when Pradeep Sahib purchased the theater with the intention of restoring it to its former glory. The theater had been abandoned for many years, its grandeur lost to the sands of time. The old owner had poured his heart and soul into the theater, but despite his efforts, it had eventually gone bankrupt. The bank had taken over, but before they could proceed with their plans, the owner had taken a drastic step. In a shocking turn of events, the owner had set the theater ablaze, taking his own life in the process. The flames had engulfed everything, destroying every ambition and dream he had for his beloved theater. When his body was discovered, a note was clutched in his hand, as if he had died protecting it. The mystery surrounding the note had never been solved, and it seemed that the theater was still haunted by the owner's restless spirit. The note had contained the owner's infamous last words, a warning that anyone who dared to touch the theater would face his wrath. Pradeep finished the story, his eyes gleaming with a mix of fear and curiosity. So, how did it happen? Chadraj Jha asked, his voice firm and probing. I mean, how did the chandelier fall? The director hesitated before responding. We were rehearsing. Arvind was on stage. There was a scene where he had to move to the center of the stage. And that's when the accident happened. Arvind's injuries, though not fatal, were severe enough to keep him out of commission for a week or two. I couldn't help but wonder who would replace him. So, who's taking Arvind's place? I asked the director. Oh, it's Subir, he replied, the second lead. He's almost like Arvind, perfect for the role. As we continued our investigation, Chadraj's eyes narrowed. Someone wanted Arvind out of the way, he muttered under his breath. Not dead, though. I raised an eyebrow. What makes you think that? Chadraj Jha pointed to the chandelier. It's not centered. Someone deliberately tried to harm Arvind, but made sure not to kill him. I realized that Chadraj Jha didn't believe in the supernatural explanation. You don't believe in curses, do you? I asked. He shook his head. I believe in human malice.